Welcome everyone to the 4th episode of PBJenesis, the battle for peanut butter and jelly. My name is Kahmann from Kahmann Gaming, Games for Good. In the previous episode, we had Heather Feather versus Dalinar 42, and Dalinar 42 came out the victor. For this episode, I will introduce the next two contestants. Introducing ElChristiones, a good friend of mine and a fellow programmer from college. He enjoys strategy games and is very capable at being competitive. Fun facts of him are, he prefers peanut butter over jelly, his favorite video game is Skyrim, and his dream vacation, a scuba dive trip to Australia. Next up, we have Lennek, another master of StarCraft in our tournament, who excels in the Terran race. Fun facts of him are, he prefers jelly over peanut butter, his favorite video game is Modern Warfare 2, and his dream vacation, to see the Great Wall of China. Now that the contestants have been introduced, let's get started. The time has come, everyone, for the 4th match of PBJenesis, the battle for peanut butter and jelly. Who will win? After this, all of the contestants will be introduced. You'll be familiar with all their playstyles. Team Peanut Butter versus Team Jelly. On the left, playing as Team Peanut Butter, we have the learned and likable Lennek. And on the right, we have the excellent and efficient ElChristiones. Both of these players are were fellow students of mine when I went to school, studying computer science and software engineering. And they're both are experienced StarCraft players. One a little bit more experienced than the other, but still both good and competitive players that I know. So this will be a very interesting match. Right away, so you see ElChristiones, he was very smart and defended all the bridges to his base. And so that way, there can be no sneak ups on him. And this did give Lennek a bit of a boost in building banks before ElChristiones, but still a smart strategy. This is my personal favorite stage. I really like the choke point in the middle, and it looks like both of them like it too. This is going to be a very fun match, guys. I'm really excited. And real quick, while they're getting ready, my question for you today is, now that we've seen all of the stages in the battle for peanut butter and jelly, which one is your favorite? Do you guys prefer King's Kitchen, Territorial Timber, Warring Wasteland, or Victorious Void? Please comment down below and share that. Share why. Share some of your favorite experiences on any of these maps that you have played, if any of you have downloaded and played the game. I look forward to hear them. And as always, if you guys find any glitches or bugs in the games, or any compliments, or any critiques, please let me know on Kahmann Gaming. I really appreciate any feedback I can get, positive or negative, as long as it's constructive and something for me to actually work on. I really want to make this game as best as I can make it. No, it won't be perfect, but I really do want to do my best. It looks like ElChristiones is building up the banks. They're both building up for the potential, and looks like Lennek is claiming the middle, the gas cannon, and he's building toast around it. Very smart. Red as well. You got cannons. See, the cannons around gas cannons are really good because cannons shoot faster than gas cannons. So it makes sure that nothing silly kills the gas cannon like a fly or something. And the gas cannons can be very good support, and especially if you have a huge number of gas cannons, are very effective. And since Lennek got so much bank to be and he's able to build more, ElChristiones is still building banks. He really wants to make sure he has a lot of money, and oh boy, guys, unfortunately this tournament was taking place before I fixed the potential glitches. You saw above those squares, coming out of the portals got stuck against the wall, and unfortunately when we were during the time of this tournament, that was not fixed. It is fixed in the new update of the game, but unfortunately at the time of this tournament it was not. We will definitely have to do another tournament sometime in this in the future with all these things gone. Looks like those portals got lost anyway. So it was a huge loss, I guess, but boy. Now the music might be a little repetitive for all of you guys. I am in the process of writing new music. Right now I'm currently working on the Warring Wasteland music. And I really want every stage to be unique and different and have its own music and its own atmosphere. I also plan on doing a graphical update in this game, and the captains will not be stick figures in the final product of this game. It is more of a temporary fix, even though there are plenty of people tell me that a lot of people like the stick figures, but I think I could do something more professional, and I'm just going to do an overall graphical update, give everything shadows, make it just polish everything very nicely. Now, Lennek is building lots and lots of portals, and he just built that one portal on the edge where the square is being stuck, but that is a very smart idea to get started up early, and ElChristiones is building some splares, but the splares might hold off Lennek's splares for a while, but since Lennek has so many portals, it's going to be inevitable. What he has to do is build some portals of his own. That or build some toast. Put some gas cannons behind, because the gas cannons can slowly wear them out. As you see, those gas cannons might not look like they're doing a lot of damage to the squares, but over time they do more do damage. Like every frame they're touching the gas, they get hurt. I'm pretty sure like by like 1 health or something. And so that really does do a lot of damage to the squares over time. I believe it takes 3 hits from a gas cannon to kill a square, and 1 hit can hit multiple targets. And looks like ElChristiones is slowly creeping up, and that's a very important strategy. Like, use splares to like be your shield while you're slowly creeping up in your opponent's base, and then just either build a gnome or build like toasted bread to defend them. However, the gnome strategy has not worked against Lennek because of the gas cannons. The gas cannons stop the gnomes. It destroys them, and without having the gnomes blow up. So since Lennek had so many gnomes, that was his weakness. Now Lennek is very weak against flies right now. If ElChristiones went to the bottom left as far as he can go on his side and build a bunch of flies, there's nothing defending those banks across. So that is one vulnerability that Lennek has right now. But it does, since it is split screen, they can both see it. In the final product of the game, I don't want it to be split screen, as I can get multiple people working on different computers, playing the same game on different computers. But the map is going to be available to everyone. So that is one important reason why it's important to look at your map and see what your opponent has. Again, I appreciate any feedback I can get to make the maps better. And now, holy cow, there's just a constant sea of fire coming from Lennek, and Lennek is now building toast to slowly going through, and there is nothing defending those banks. ElChristiones is losing all those banks, and he's building gnomes just to slowly have him blow himself up. It's kind of funny, the tournament, we almost made the gnomes be the surrender button, since you can blow yourself up. There is no surrender button right now, but I think Lennek has it, guys. He just has so many portals, and that is what's getting them the game. And those gas cannons too. ElChristiones did make a good attack at Lennek, but he had so many gas cannons stopping those gnomes. Perhaps if ElChristiones would have built more toast and cannons in the middle, it would have turned out different. But so now the splares are slowly closing in, and ElChristiones is standing there watching the splares slowly walk towards his jar of jelly. As Peanut Butter says, there can only be one, and the splares will take out that jar of jelly any second now, and it's gone. Team Peanut Butter wins the game. And let's take a look at the results, shall we? And, you know, it's pretty close on Banks. I think it was just land control and also the gas cannons are just so. If even the Banks is important, but it's not always everything. And Team Peanut Butter versus Team Jelly. So I kind of zoned out there. I gotta say that every time, guys. Every time I'm gonna say that in the match. You might be sick of it, of me screaming my lungs out, but yeah, it's done. Now, just to let you know, guys, I'm recording all of these videos at once. So if you leave any comments that give me recommendations to make these videos better, unfortunately I won't see them until after all of them are made. So I apologize about that. However, I do appreciate any feedback on these videos, because I would like to make more videos like this in the future, especially if we do have another battle for Peanut Butter and Jelly tournament. So just letting you know, if I don't like respond to any of your comments, like in my video, make any changes, like you say, oh, you're hard to hear, or maybe you should try doing this in your video, and I don't do it, it's because I'm recording all these matches on this on the same day or whatever. Well, this is my second day of recording, but I'm doing it on the weekends basically when I'm not working. So that is why that's why I don't respond. Just letting you know. But once again, I appreciate any comments, any critiques, as long as they're constructive. I mean, if they're negative, that's okay, but as long as they're not like toxic, I wouldn't really appreciate that. I mean, but hey, any critique can be good. And all those, he just walked up there to get hit by those flies, which gave Lennek another 1,000, which is unfortunate. And looks like ElChristiones is going to build some bases in the fog there, in the sandstorm. Yeah, as you know, I'm currently writing a song for this level right now. I'm going to make it, putting some guitar sounds in the back. Because even as much as I love the Battle for Peanut Butter and Jelly song, Battle of the Ages, it does get repetitive. And after this tournament, I sent a lot of feedback. I sent a survey out to all the people who played the tournament to get feedback from them. And one of the common complaints was, well, the music was a little repetitive. Although it probably did sound repetitive because we were there at the tournament for like almost 5 hours, or we was only hearing this song, so that could get a little old, you know. But you know, so ElChristiones is building a good, solid defense. He's building some portals behind that. It's very good. ElChristiones is doing a great job. Now in the new update of the game, I actually made the portals more expensive, because in this game they're a little cheap. If you notice, the hive is 3,000 and flies are 500, so a hive is worth 6 flies, excuse me. While in this version, where the portals cost 6,000, it's only worth 4 squares. So obviously the portals are a better deal. In the new updated version, if you download the game now, the portals are actually 9,000, which is price of 6 squares. I also made the hives smaller so you could build more hives closer together in the updated version, because the hives in this version of this tournament are a bit outclassed by the portals. So that is just something to keep in mind if you download the game. This might sound funny of me criticizing my own game and seeing how it's unbalanced, but hey, that is the art of making games. A lot of times you don't realize that you messed up on something until after you build it, and I have no shame in admitting mistakes or errors I made in my game. I'll do my best to fix them, and that's my philosophy of gaming. I just want to release it out to the public and get people's feedback so I can make changes on it. And that's the feedback I got, and I did it, and hey, it actually worked good. You listen to other people. So if any of you like making games out there, make sure to get feedback from people as soon as possible. I'm no game making expert, but I'm in the learning process. I'm early on in my game development process. I mean, make games when I was 10, but anyway, that's enough of me ranting. Let's talk about this game. So it looks like ElChristiones is trying to hold on to his wall there, and he is grabbing a good hold on it. Lennek did make a little bit of a hole in his wall, but it didn't look like there was some. Didn't look like he did enough damage to where ElChristiones could recover. And now he's just seeing a bunch of gnomes, and it's kind of hard to tell what damage he did because of the sandstorm. It's really hard to see what's going on there. And yeah, Lennek is doing some splares. It's nothing too crazy. It's kind of hard to tell because of the sandstorm, but that's the point. And ElChristiones is building lots of splares, and now Lennek has to deal with all those, a bunch of splares in his own. But he is outnumbered. ElChristiones is doing a lot better this match. Yeah, guys, hopefully you're learning a lot from this. But both these players have been playing very well. I know I've been saying, maybe they could do this better, that, but they both have been playing very well. And also, just to let you know, when I say that with the players, I am not saying all these people stink. No, I'm just giving you feedback so when you play, you can know how to, you can like come up with some strats. And who knows, like the strats I bring up aren't the only strats in the game to play. There's many ways to play this game. This is everything I've noticed from watching people play my game, and also what I've intended. And it's been very interesting watching people play the game because a lot of people have been playing the game in ways I didn't really expect, and I came up with a lot of strategies I didn't think about it. And dang, ElChristiones is doing great. He is getting into Lennek's base, and I think Lennek, it looks like he was giving up for a second. Is he giving up? He is not moving. He's just, I think Lennek is just standing there. Oh boy. What is Lennek? What is he going to do? Is he doing the surrender button? He's doing the surrender button! Team Jelly wins! ElChristiones! Oh, it looks like we're 1-1, guys. Whoever wins the next match is the winner, will progress to the next round. And yeah, ElChristiones built way more banks than Lennek did, which is pretty crazy. That means now Lennek will choose the stage now, which he picks King's Kitchen. And here we go, Team Peanut Butter versus Team Jelly! I almost forgot to do it that time. Oh my gosh. One of these videos, guys, I'm going to forget to do that, and I'm going to feel so bad. I'm sure some of you guys who hate me being so enthusiastic about that are going to be like, great, he forgot. Like, good, he forgot. Like, now I don't have to hear him be all crazy saying that. Guys, this is the first time I've ever commentated everything, so I really if you've been watching this whole thing, I really appreciate you sticking through. But it has been a lot of fun. It is really fun to watch people play a game that you made. And hey, guys, if you guys want to do it, you guys can do it too. But hopefully, a lot of you who've never played this game before get a better idea of what I'm trying to do. And I actually do really believe this game has a lot of potential, and a lot of my friends who played it say the same thing. And yeah, I'm really excited to continue working on this game. It's going to be hard these next couple months because I'm going to be working on my other project, the most random game ever. It's a game I started making in high school, and I'm not going to be. That game is never going to be sold. It's going to be free because it is not that high quality. But I put a lot of spirit. There's a lot of soul in it. A lot of love I put in that game over the years, and I never officially finished everything I wanted to do. And I really just want to finish, because I really just want to finish a game I made. So that is something I'm going to be working on a little bit before I finish the Battle for Peanut Butter and Jelly. I think that I'm really going to finish the final version of the Battle for Peanut Butter and Jelly probably sometime next year. Probably then. I mean, I don't know, finish is kind of a vague word to say. Like, when is a game really done? Especially a game like this where it's based on more competitive things. Is the game ever really done? I don't know. But so it looks like then if you look at, I kind of missed the moment, but Lennek was trying to build some splares to sneak into ElChristiones' base there, because there was some. So one thing about King's Kitchen is you have on the sides you have bread, not toast. So it's very easy for the person to sneak by and build some splares to sneak in there. But ElChristiones, he's played some matches with Lennek before off camera, and he knows that strat, and he knows that the counter to that is to build toast around that. So, but however, if ElChristiones went to the right side and built some splares, there's not too much that can happen because it takes 30 hits from a cannon to take out one splare, and splares instantly destroy bread wedges. That is the only thing defending those cannons on the right there from ElChristiones on Team Jelly. So they're both just building banks and building up. See, they're not being too aggressive at this time, which makes sense, but we'll see who's the king at setting up. ElChristiones didn't manage to pull off a win on Lennek last time. Now he's building a bunch of portals, which is good. ElChristiones knows the power of portals and how broken they are in this version of the game. Fortunately, they're definitely in the broken tier. If I was going to make a broken tier, if I was going to make a tier list for this game, in this version, this tier list would be different in the current version that you can download and play now, but it would definitely be like portals are top tier, then after that splares, because portals are just, I just wasn't really thinking that, oh, let's give him 6,000, I want to make gas cannons the most expensive thing, but it really makes no sense to make the portals be 6,000, especially since they're smaller than the hives. They're like better than the hives in every way. I want to make them more even. But now Lennek is building some portals of his own, so it looks like we're having a portal battle. Now, it's good that ElChristiones is building some hives, but portals are going to be more valuable in this version. But it's okay. So we're going to see what's going to happen. See, once you get so many portals built like this, there's like very little to do because he already has a wall of splares to defend. So it's really hard to get past army of splares. And sure, ElChristiones could go up there and build a bunch of splares to outnumber him, but if that attack fails, ElChristiones will have to spend a lot of money on splares, and Lennek will just have more portals with more splares coming. And oh boy, Lennek is not stopping building those portals. This is a very deadly force, guys. So look at those patterns on the map. Those are all the splares. Now, building bread, I don't know if that's the best bet, ElChristiones. I think it might be better to build some toast because it looks like Lennek is only building splares. The one important thing in this game is scouting, of course. You can't see on the map what troops there are, but that's why it's good to move around and see what your opponent's doing. Right now you can look in the split screen, but eventually that's not going to be a thing. You're going to have to actually scout. However, I think I'm in the final version of the game. The map's always going to be there and it's going to show everyone. It's not going to be like StarCraft where you have to explore to find out more of the map. And then the reason being for that is because it is a different game than StarCraft. Some of you might disagree with that, but for now that's the plan. It might change. It's nothing's set in stone. It depends what when I like have people test the game and I get their feedback and I watch them. It depends what happens, but for now I'm planning on making the map always visible to everyone, so you can see what's going on no matter what, because it's not like StarCraft where you're a mouse. You're actually actual person moving around, and it is a lot harder to scout in this game. But the map is not going to tell you what troops they have, so you do have to move around and look. And holy cow, guys, look at the map. Splares are coming non-stop. This is why portals are so good. I won't say any names, but there's some people who were telling me earlier on, oh, we think the portals aren't worth it. They're too expensive, and it's just not. They don't build troops fast enough. This is why portals are so good, and holy cow, he's hitting the surrender button. This is why portals are so good, because look at that. Literally, Lennek could sit down and do nothing, and he wins! Team Peanut Butter is victorious. And here we are. Yeah, Team Peanut Butter had way more banks and way more splares produced. And Lennek will move on to the next round, the StarCraft master himself. Now, ElChristiones did make a good comeback. Will he make it back from losers bracket? So remember, all the losers that lost the first matches, they can still make it back. Do not worry. One of them will come back. But in the next match, we will go on to the next round of players to see who wins. Thank you all for watching, everyone. It looks like someone's selecting controls. These are, you guys, before I finish the video, you can edit the controls in any way you want, any buttons on the keyboard, and this is how you do it. So that is something that did take me some time, but it is so important since it is a PC game. I believe every PC game really should have controls you should edit, even though the the most random game ever will not have that, but it's because it's such an old game, I don't really feel like fixing that, and since I'm giving it out for free, never going to sell it. The Battle for Peanut Butter and Jelly is going to be free for a long time. I don't plan on selling it anytime soon, but when it is finished, quote-unquote finished, I do think I will probably sell for like pretty cheap, maybe $5 or something. I don't know. We'll see. I did put a lot of work into it. We'll take a look at it. I would like to get this game running online, but anyway, those are things to bring up in the future. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of your support for sticking with me so far. Remember, if you haven't already, like the video, subscribe, share with a friend, download the Battle for Peanut Butter and Jelly on Facebook, and remember, games can be for good. I'll see you all till next time.